Siranush, Philippe has begun to address this, but what can you tell us about the trials themselves, the ways in which they're being conducted, the respect or lack thereof for basic rights of the accused in these trials?
First, it is important. And the framework in which Azerbaijani judiciary operates. And Azerbaijan's judicial system is widely recognized as one of the least independent and most corrupt in the world. There is a concentration of power in the hands of executive branch, which secures that judiciary serves the political interests rather than the rule of law in the country. And we have many reports, including a recent report from US Department of State. They documented how Azerbaijani judiciary takes instructions from presidential administration, particularly on politically sensitive cases. And judges presiding over Armenian trials are deeply aligned with Azerbaijani leadership. These are the same judges who routinely issued politically motivated verdicts against opposition figures, independent journalists, human rights defenders, and now they are responsible for ruling on cases involving Armenian political and military leaders, cases that are deeply tied to Azerbaijani nationalist agenda and very sensitive issue of Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. So there is no scenario in which an Azerbaijani judge operating in an environment of systemic discrimination against Armenians or anti-Armenian sentiment could deliver an impartial ruling. However, we can pinpoint specific aspects of fair trial guarantees which were violated in multiple ways. Denial of legal representation is one aspect. Defense lawyers are either state appointed and act in line with political directives, or are independent lawyers who face persecution for taking on sensitive cases. So private attorneys are frequently disbarred, imprisoned, threatened, making legal defense nearly impossible. The International Commission of Jurists has reported that Azerbaijan suppresses independent legal representation. Besides, those trials operate under an assumption of guilt rather than an impartial examination of facts. The legal proceedings are structured to justify Azerbaijani government narrative on Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. Defendants and their lawyers are often denied access to case materials or receive inadequate translations, inadequate time, which prevents them from proper preparation and presentation of cases. Defense witnesses are not permitted to testify, leaving the prosecution's claims unchallenged. Apart from that, we have these controlled secret proceedings. Independent journalists, human rights organizations, international observers are barred from attending those trials, hearings. Only state-approved individuals are approved inside the courtroom. So we receive information from one side, and this partial biased information is leaked to the public. Trials are conducted without monitoring proceedings, and also access to key evidence is not provided or publicized under the pretext of national security. Even during those trials, we have heard allegations about torture. We have seen photos of Ruben Vartanyan with visible injuries, but without any reaction from judges. International human rights standards require where a person is taken under state custody in a good health condition without visible injuries, but receives, there are signs of visible injuries there. An investigation should be open to understand the causes. And the burden is on state authorities to deny any version of torture. But we have seen that no actions were taken by judges to understand the causes of visible injuries during those trials. In this environment, there is no doubt that Armenian detainees are being subjected to sham trials designed to serve Azerbaijani political objectives. They are about consolidating Azerbaijani narrative, silencing Armenian voices, and legitimizing human rights abuses under the pretext of legal proceedings.